Okay, when you say LTV, what does
Loan
that
to
mean?
value, meaning to say you can put down as low as 3%.
3%.
And you wala kang mortgage insurance.
Walang mortgage insurance.
And then finding out yung palang pera na yun, hindi ma-source.
And this is actually the perfect storm for first-time home buyers.
It is.
To actually buy a house, less competition, and you do have flexibility not to get credit from the seller. Hello everyone! This is Elizabeth Velasco from the Velasco team of Remax Gold, and this is
Alvin Reyes with Supreme Lending po.
Hello! Welcome everyone to our 8th episode of Bahay Pinoy sa Tate! Anyway, kumusta ka na, Alvin?
Okay naman. Medyo hangover pa ako sa natin.
Saan?
Sa isang interview natin nung last time.
Ay, oo nga. Medyo nagaral-gal ang boses ko dahil ang daming tanong.
So wait for that, guys. That's a good topic.
Yes, we're really excited about that. Anyway, we do have a interesting or a good topic that we wanted to share to our viewers and listeners kasi ang daming misconception about sa pagbili ng bahay.
Sobra.
And I want to discuss this topic kasi I know this is your line of expertise.
Correct.
Okay. So first and foremost, Alvin, I wanted to know, a lot of people have this misconception na kailangan nila ng 20% down in order to buy a home. So can you explain it to our listeners and viewers about that?
For sure, yes. First of all, hindi nyo kailangan ng malaking pera or 20% down to buy a home.
Oh, is that right?
You don't need.
Yes. Or explain to them kung ano-ano ang mga different ways that they could actually get down payment.
Of course. So there's two things that you can actually go ahead and get into a program that you can actually put down as low as 3.5% down payment.
3.5% down.
3.5, okay? Sa FHA guidelines yan.
Yeah, FHA is called Federal Housing Authority.
And then
it's a government-backed, right?
It's a government loan. And also we have the conventional, which you could actually go as low as 3%.
Oh, for conventional, which is Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, right?
Freddie Mae, depende
3% lang.
Oh, depende sa natin yan, sa loan limit natin.
Loan limit kasi each county in California has a loan limit.
So there's a high balance and low balance. So if you go over 726,000,
okay,
right?
In loan amount.
In the loan amount, that means you go high balance, you need 5%.
5%.
Pagka lower than 726,000, you need 3%.
3%. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
But I know there's like qualification, like you need to have a good credit score. Is that correct?
Correct. Sa FHA, just to let you know, qualification tayo ha, as low as 585 score.
Why? 580 credit score lang? Wow, baba
FHA.
pala.
Now,
okay.
For conventional, you have to have a minimum 620.
620 naman kung conventional.
Correct. So, hindi actually, it's not that bad, pero ibig kong sabihin, I want everybody to know that you don't need 700 or 800 FICO score to qualify.
Oo nga, kasi that's a lot of misconception of a lot of, consumer na kailangan nila perfect credit score, kailangan nila ng malaking 20% down payment. Yung pala pwede na.
Yeah, you don't need a high FICO score. I have a lot of clients, Alvin, di ko alam yung FICO score. Ano ba yung FICO score mo? Yung pala pwede na sila doon sa minimum requirements, no?
Correct, oo nga. And then also, I know VA loan, Veteran Administration is what?
580 rin yan.
580 ang credit score, pero anong down payment?
So this is basically, I love VA, and I do a lot of them. It's a veteran loan, okay?
Veteran Administration loan.
VA.
Magkano ang down payment naman?
So there's no down payment on this one,
Zero.
guys. It's 100%
financing.
Financing yan. You don't need to put down any, and there's no MI.
Walang yun ang maganda.
Insurance.
Walang mortgage insurance kung Veteran Administration.
Now remember this, okay? The only person that you can add into this VA program is your spouse only.
Spouse lang in order to qualify.
To qualify. Kunyari, gusto mo isama yung spouse mo for income qualification help, di ba? Hindi pwede sa anak, hindi pwede sa ibang siblings, dapat asawa lang.
Asawa lang. Okay. Pero, I mean, paano ka naman makakwalify sa VA loan?
Well, you have to be eligible. You have to be either military, ex-military, or a VA. You have to have a certain, tinatawag lang, DDD 214.
Ano yung DD?
Basically, it tells you
214?
kung gaano katagal ka nag-serve sa military. Oo,
Okay.
as a
May
BI.
minimum ba? Like what? 1 year, 2 years?
Normally 3 to
Or
5.
if you're in active duty?
There's a certain minimum, like 3 years kung hindi ka active, or you're kind of like
Or reserve. Okay.
May mga time frame or season na kailangan. But then again, this is where we find out. Pag nakuha namin yung, they call it DD214, malalaman namin, and that's where we get your eligibility.
Kung eligible sila. Okay. Yun ang maganda kasi, lalo na yung mga veteran or yung mga military, listener natin or consumer na they deserve that kasi they serve our country, di ba?
And use your benefits, di ba?
Yeah, definitely. Kasi imagine, you sacrifice, di ba?
Tama yun.
So, take advantage of it, di ba?
And it's actually one of my favorite program out there because not only I'm serving, our vets or our ex-military people, but it's a great benefits talaga. Can you imagine, walang down payment, number 1. Number 2, wala ka pang mortgage insurance.
Correct. And what about interest rate? Sino ang nagdi-dictate ng interest rate?
It's basically still market specifically kung anong market natin kasi still goes by the market pricing. Pero it's normally low, just like FHA, it's normally lower than conventional.
Lot lower? A lot lower?
So maybe a quarter of a point lower.
Okay.
Because remember, conventional is under Fannie and Freddie. Those are private investors.
Correct, okay. And then also, besides those, di ba meron ding yung California Dream for All program, which is gonna come out
soon.
Coming
We're
soon.
feeling it. It's getting hot. So
Yes, oo.
again, we're finding more information by fall. No?
Yeah,
So
which is, pretty...
around the corner.
Yeah, around the corner.
Get ready on
and
that
then
one.
I heard your program also, your company also have like what they call it, Super Saver? What is that?
Supreme Saver. It's actually this program really applies to conventional. It's a conventional loan.
Okay, anong minimum credit score naman dyan?
So this minimum credit score namin dito is 620. Just
Okay, not bad,
Yeah,
620.
just like a regular conventional Fannie and Freddie. But the caveat on this one is that you can go all the way to 97 LTV, walang MI.
Okay, when you say LTV, what does that
Loan to
mean?
value, meaning to say you can put down as low as 3%.
3%?
And you wala kang mortgage insurance.
Walang mortgage insurance.
Oo.
Kasi normally, magkano bang mortgage insurance?
So
na nadadagdag sa payment
sabihin
mo.
natin sa 500,000, you're probably looking at maybe mga $300.
O sayang
Or
din yun,
350.
pang car payment din yun ha.
And mortgage insurance actually doesn't go anywhere. Diba?
Okay, pero nagda-drop ba ang mortgage insurance?
I mean, does it adjust?
I mean, no, nawawala ba siya in the
Yes.
life of the loan?
So as long na meron ka ng 20% equity of your
Loan
property.
to value.
Oo, no? Because the only reason why you have MI, kung may MI ka, kasi you're borrowing more than 80% eh.
Oh, so any loan na wala kang 20% down, may mortgage
May
insurance.
mortgage insurance yan, automatic.
Except VA.
Except VA.
Okay,
Except
yun
VA.
lang. Okay.
Yun lang. Now, this program that we have is called Smart Saver or Supreme Saver. We can go all the way to 97 loan to value, 97%, meaning
Okay,
you can only
wow,
put out
3% lang.
Walang MI. Not only walang MI, yung pricing niya na tinatawag yung LLPA adjustment, I'm not gonna go through the details about that, pero it's actually lower pricing rate.
Okay, so ito naman ang tanong ko. Siyempre, there's no such thing as free lunch, di ba? Since walang mortgage insurance, so, kumusta naman ang interest rate niyan?
Yung sinasabi ko, it's actually lower. Okay, this program actually caters to sa mga tao na kasi nung mga about 2 years ago tumaas ang rate natin eh.
Correct.
Adjustment yung tinatawag, yung LLPAs na tinatawag, right? Yung FICO score, loan to value, may mga adjustment yan. Dito sa programa na to, yung Super Saver or Supreme Saver, tatanggalin lahat yon. But as long as you have to be in a census tract, kind of like a map, right?
What do you mean census tract?
May mapa siya eh, okay? May binigay ang Fannie Freddie na merong dapat mga certain area. Okay, but mostly dito sa Sacramento County, pwede lahat eh.
Okay,
right?
That's good.
Except only, and I'm sorry, sa Solano County. Hindi pwede.
Solano County,
Oo,
they
hindi
don't
pwede.
allow.
Pero
Okay.
other counties pwede.
Mostly.
So may mga census tracking tayo, or we have the link as well. We can figure out the property address, pwede namin ilagay, malalaman namin. Now, that census tract na yan, magbibigay ng low or up moderate income.
Okay, gotcha.
Sasabihin, low income or moderate
May
income
mga
or up.
parameters and
sa
guidelines.
loan limit.
Okay, gotcha.
Again, it's pretty much the same thing as a low income limit or no income limit, pero you have to be on that criteria. Now, most of the time, sinasabi ko na sa inyo to, I have 3 clients already, pasok lahat sila sa census tract eh.
Okay, so it's yung census tract na
Now,
tinatawag.
also, the other thing that I want to share, ito ay pwede lang ate sa conforming. Pag sinabing conforming sa low balance lang tayo.
Low balance
Hindi
lang.
tayo pwedeng
di pa
lumampas ng
high
726,600
okay.
and under lang.
Okay,
So yun lang naman ang
Okay.
pinaka
Talagang tinetailor nila sa parang more likely first time home
first
buyer
time home
program.
buyers sa mga tao na walang
Yung lang pang down.
Walang pang down para mas mababa yung sinatawag nilang monthly payment, walang MI eh.
Oo nga. I mean, that's huge. Okay, also, I heard about Calhafa. Ano naman yung Calhafa?
Well, Calhafa is the same thing as California. Guys, California Dream for All is also the Calhafa. It's a down payment assistance given by the state.
Okay. No, I know the Calhafa has like, they let you loan 3.5%
3.5%
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's, again, the California Dream for All, Ate Elizabeth, is under Calhafa yan.
Which is 20%, yung California Dream for All.
Pero under din yan ng Calhafa.
Okay.
Pero yung regular Calhafa is 3.5% down lang.
Okay, so ano naman yun? Can you elaborate yung regular Calhafa?
Of course, the regular Calhafa is basically all year round, hindi special to. This is given by the state of
Okay,
California.
walang time frame.
Wala, hindi nyo nahihintayin to. It's already here, ready to go if you need a down payment assistance for 3.5%.
3.5.
So the state will go ahead and give you this down payment.
So ibibigay sa yung 3.5% down.
But the only caveat or the only disadvantage is that if you sell your property
Okay.
or if you refinance, we've talked about it in the last topic, right? You have to pay it back. Right?
Pag nag-refinance
Pag nag-refinance ka, but there is one rule na pag bumaba ang rate, and if you want, even though you don't have that 3.5% yet, pero pag bumaba ang rate, pwede ka magpa-refinance and it's for free, walang penalty.
Oh, okay. So in-house refinance.
Oo, in-house refinance. So technically, alam naman natin.
Walang bayad yan? Walang closing cost?
Well, may closing cost siya, pero
konti lang.
Walang penalty doon sa para bayaran mo yung 3.5%.
Hindi mo kailangan ibalik yung 3.5.
Hindi mo kailangan ibalik yun.
That's good to know.
Yeah, kasi remember, the rule is pag nag-refinance ka or pag binenta, doon mo babayaran. So you have one time for
that
free
you'll be able to do that.
If the rate has dropped and it's for your benefits.
Okay, got it. What about kung another source of down payment naman yung meron kang si mother, bigyan ka ng pera, gift. Pwede ba yon?
Pwede naman. Okay?
Basta relative.
Now, again, okay?
Anong klaseng relative?
Okay.
Can it be a distant cousin?
Tama,
Could be an in-law. So can you be specific?
Yes, supposedly dapat family member blood to blood.
Immediate.
Immediate talaga.
Like parents.
Parents, brother,
Siblings,
auntie, uncle, mga
stepfather.
ganyan. Hindi yung first cousin, malayo na.
Okay, gotcha.
Malayo. So you have to be immediate family.
Immediate family.
Now remember guys, when it comes to a gift, just to let everybody know, na pag nag-gift tayo sa mga, kunyari, meron kang, anak na gustong bumili ng bahay, you want to do a gift, you can do a triple or four gifts if you want, okay? Hindi siya limited, right? So let's say yung kapatid mo gusto magbigay sa'yo ng gift pang down payment, yung nanay mo, yung lola mo, pwede yun lahat.
Pwedeng community.
Oo,
pwedeng si lola magbigay,
sama-sama.
yung kapatid mo, yung tatay mo.
So walang limit yan ha. So,
basta they cover yung immediate family criteria.
Tama, oo. So yun naman ang pinakamaganda, and this is FHA2 as well, rules, and also for conventional. Now, isa sa pinakamalaking problema natin, Ate Elizabeth, is source of funding na tinatawag.
Sige. Yan. Explain that to me, yung source of funding.
Ito rules na kasi to sa Fannie Mae or even FHA, Freddie Mac guidelines, kailangan i-source kung saan nanggagaling yung pera.
I mean, why do they do that? Is it because of what?
Because of the Terrorism Act bill na
yung
lumabas.
anti-money laundering.
At saka anti-money laundering as well. Kasama dun yan.
Kasi they wanna make sure na,
legit
na
yung pera
legit
natin.
yung pera.
Ngayon,
Correct.
ganito yan, guys. I just want to make sure that everybody understand. Now, kung may pumapasok na pera sa bangko mo, more than kung ano yung sinesweldo mo,
yes,
dun ka sino-source.
You chine-check yun.
Chine-check na yun.
Okay. Like, let's say, kunyari, paano kung, halimbawa, nakakuha ka ng pera sa paluwagan? Paano yan?
Madami yan, sobra.
Marami tayong, yung mga Pilipino, mahilig sa paluwagan.
Ito ang pinakamahirap. Pag sinabing cash o pera sa ilalim ng kama or paluwagan, hindi mo talaga masosource yan kasi cash yan eh.
So pag nag-deposit ko ng cash, hindi nila pwedeng tanggapin yon.
Hindi nila pwedeng tanggapin yun.
Kasi galing yung pera sa
Oo,
paluwagan.
hindi mo na masosource yun eh. Walang pinanggalingan yun eh.
Paano kung halimbawa, nag-accumulate ka ng maraming tips, nilagay mo sa ilalim ng kama mo.
Tama.
Tapos i-deposito mo sa bangko. Paano yun?
So, kailangan 2-month season ang pera.
2-month season na kailangan ng dudon na.
This is the reason why we ask 2 years. Itong
2 months bank statement.
We call it 222. 2 current pay stub, 2 current bank statements, 2 years W-2s, di ba? They call it 222.
And 2 years tax return.
2 years tax return. They call it the 222. Now, pagdating sa pera, kailangan yung pera seasoned ng 2 months.
O kailangan ilagay mo na.
Ilagay mo na kaagad.
Bago mo ipakita yung dalawang bank statement.
Kung may mga pera kayo sa baon o sa ilalim ng kama ninyo, ilagay nyo na doon bago kayo bumili ng bahay. Kailangan lagay na natin yan.
Oo nga, correct. Oo nga. Hindi, paano naman kung
hindi.
halimbawa nagpa 5-6.
Oh, 5-6.
Halimbawa meron kang kaibigan na nagpapa 5-6. O sige, bibigyan kita ng $9,000 cash pang down payment mo. Pwede ba yun?
Hindi pwede yun.
Hindi rin pwede.
Hindi pwede yun kasi may terms yan eh. Di ba kung mag-file? Pero pwedeng sabihin sa inyo na lang yung sa akin lang manggagaling to guys. Bahala na kayo sa terms ninyong dalawa. Magi-giftor na lang yung sino magbibigay kunyari.
Kaso remember, di ba ano sabi nila, kailangan immediate family. Paano yun?
Yun na nga.
That's yung,
so,
it gets
hopefully,
sticky.
magpa 5-6, family member. Hindi pwede.
Ganun na nga,
hindi
correct.
pwede mga ibang
Oo
lahi
nga.
dyan, di ba?
Yes,
right?
oo nga.
Now, also, I want to talk about when it comes to source of funding, ate. No?
Okay, so explain that.
So, isa to sa pinakamahirap na conditions minsan pag magsasara na tayo. Right?
Okay.
Kasi hindi,
tell me why. Why is it difficult?
Kasi may mga borrower tayo clients na pag naglagay sila ng deposit,
okay.
yung EMD na tinatawag ate.
Yung earnest money deposit. Okay.
Tama. Minsan, yun, hindi siyempre, as a loan officer, pag simula pa lang tayo ng ng transaction natin, hindi natin really alam kung saan magagaling yung pera. So, we're gonna ask the buyer to do a deposit, di ba? So, may 10,000, 15,000 deposit. And then, finding out, yung palang pera na yun, hindi ma-source.
Dahil hindi nila alam kung saan ang galing.
Oo, hindi mo, kasi, Alvin, ano yan, yung pera namin, inipon niya nung 2 years ago. $40,000 yan na ilagay namin sa pinasok na lang nila sa sa
bangko.
Sa bangko, kumuha sila ng cash.
Siyempre, maki-question yun ng underwriter saan galing yung cash, 40,000 cash na yan.
Maki-question. So guys, watch out for those. Hindi tayo pwedeng magbigay ng walang 2-month season na pera.
Okay. What about yung mga ibang kliyente ko? Meron silang, umuwi sila sa Pilipinas. Tapos binigyan sila ng pera ng kamag-anak nila. Dahil galing sa Pilipinas yung pera. So how is that gonna work? Anong pwedeng pwede at hindi pwede kung galing Pilipinas ang pera mo?
Hindi naman sinasabing hindi pwede. Marami lang restrictions. In fact, meron ako isang kliyente.
Okay.
Pilipino, kukunin yung pera sa Pilipinas galing sa auntie. Sa auntie niya. Mismo, immediate family na rin.
Okay.
Pero guess what, guys? Nung ready nang i-wire yung pera sa First American Title, ang Philippines nasa watchlist. Hindi pwede.
What do you mean nasa watchlist ang Pilipinas?
For some reason, we're still at the watchlist sa terrorism or sa terrorist.
Is that right?
Yes, sa First American Title.
Delikado pala yan.
So, maraming mga restriction lang. And then, kung manggagaling sa Pilipinas ang pera, sabihin na natin, maski may dollar-to-dollar account, di ba? Right? We still need to get a bank
Nasa watchlist din.
Hindi. Well, depende kung sino yung title escrow company. But I know First American Title, which is one of the biggest.
Kapag galing ng Pilipinas papuntang US, nasa watchlist.
Oo, hindi pwede magpasok
Okay.
ng pera.
Alvin, ito naman tanong ko. Like ako, bumibili ako ng condo sa Philippines.
Correct.
Okay? So, paano pag ako naman ang nag-wire ng pera sa Philippines? Nasa watchlist din ba
Wala
ako?
namang problema sa Pilipinas. Basta parating yung pera, okay lang. Give it to me.
Kasi ang daming OFW, di ba? At saka wala naman sa US, wala naman sa watchlist ang USA.
Yan yung ibig kong sabihin na when it comes to source of funding, because of the Laundry Act, yung sa money laundering, napakahigpit natin.
So okay, can you explain that to me? If Philippines is on a watch list, hindi pwedeng magpadala ng pera?
Hindi pwedeng magpadala ng pera. Now, again, Ate Elizabeth, this First American Title, hindi ko alam sa ibang escrow company, no? But
Okay, so research on that.
So, tanungin nyo muna yung escrow company to make sure, Diba? Right? Kasi, again, pwede naman mag-gift na galing sa Pilipinas, pero marami lang requirements. Unang-una, just the same here sa United States o sa California, pag meron tayong gift or kailangan meron tayong bank statements to show, right? To prove na merong pera doon.
Okay.
Na season din yung pera.
Kasi hindi naman po pwedeng kung saan lang kinuha yung pera somewhere, di ba?
Galing pa sa bundok yung pera. Nilagay bigla $5 lang yung balance, sa kinabukasan 2 milyon na, hindi pwede yun.
Ano pa?
Dapat 2 season. So, kailangan natin ng 1 month's bank statement kasi yun, we're gonna match that to the gift letter. Yung meron tayong gift letter na tinatawag na pag mag-gift ka, magbibigay ka ng gift, may gift letter which is going to match the account number, the name, and all that stuff. Those are the things that we need. So we need a 1 month bank statements, and also at the same time, dapat season ng 2 months yung pera.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'm glad that we learned, a lot today about, sources ng down payment, biggest misconception about buying a home, credit score.
You don't need a lot of down payment, guys. You can just go ahead and down as low as 3.5% or even 3%.
Correct. Oo nga. Katulad nga ng nasabi ko, Alvin, kung kaya mong down payment, kung kaya mong monthly payment, I mean, if you would be able to afford to buy a house, buy now.
Correct.
Don't wait until the interest comes down. Kasi kapag bumaba tong interest, I'm telling you, it's gonna be frenzy again.
Babalik na naman tayo sa multiple asking price, multiple offers. Grabe.
Diyos ko, grabe ang...
Patsupera na naman tayo, mga first-time home buyer
Exactly.
dyan.
And this is actually the perfect storm for first-time home buyers.
It is.
To actually buy a house, less competition, and you do have flexibility not to get credit from the seller. Kasi they're trying their best to actually, for you to be able to afford the down payment and buy down your rate or pay for your closing costs.
Correct. And for example, like I said, marami rin kaming program na pwede tayong bumay down ng 3-2-1 buy down, di ba?
Okay, explain that to me, yung 3-2-1 buy down.
Now, this program actually came out mga few months ago, about a year ago, when the rates started really going up, no? So what happened is we have a program, it's called 3-2-1 buy down. We're actually one of the first lenders who came up with this.
Okay.
So basically, what it is this program is actually a seller-driven credit program.
Okay, so
kailangan manggagaling to sa seller as a credit.
So explain.
So this is how it works. Tinawag lang 3-2-1 kasi yung first year mo is 3% less than your actual mortgage rate.
Okay, so 3%.
Yung second year mo 2% less.
Okay, 2%. So let's say for example, the first year is 4% ang interest rate.
Okay.
Okay, then the following year 5%.
Maging 5%.
And then the next year is 6%.
6%.
And then the last year will be 7%
So
up
3 lang siya, ha?
3 lang.
So kaya 3 to 1.
Okay.
So just let's say ang rate natin ngayon is 7% tayo.
Correct.
Your actual mortgage rate. So your first year, if it's 3-2-1,
5.
will be at 4.
4. Okay.
4%.
Okay, 4.
So second year will be 3%. Second year will be 2% less.
Okay.
Right? 4%. Doing 5% yung second year. The last year will be going back to your
regular na. Until the end of the term.
Until the end of the term. But guys, you're probably not even gonna see your actual mortgage rate kasi I know you're gonna refinance within a year and a half, or maybe 2 years.
Correct. Oo nga.
Now, what's good about this 3-2-1 buy down, okay? Kung ano man yung perang binigay ng seller, let's say is 15,000
let's
for
say
the 2-1 buy
15,000.
down, okay?
Oo.
Hindi siya sayang. Sabihin natin nagpa-refinance ka within a year, bumaba ang rate.
Correct,
Right?
oo.
Okay?
Yes.
Kung ano yung matira doon,
Let's say may natirang $10,000.
that's going to be a principal reduction.
Pwedeng
niyong
gamitin,
dalhin.
ibawas.
Babalik sa inyo for your principal reduction.
Okay, paano naman yung permanent buy down?
Sa permanent,
Explain that to me.
Sa permanent buy down naman is kung gusto mong bilhin na talaga yung rate mo permanently, hindi siya magbabago.
Okay.
Kasi remember, the 3-2-1 buy down is kind of like a temporary.
Temporarily,
Okay, to,
oo.
just a little bit of breathing room lang sa mga tao natin yun because the rate is
Para
a little
hindi
high.
sila mabigla.
Para hindi sila mabigla.
Okay.
Walang payment shock na tinatawag.
Oo,
Diba?
correct.
Now, kung bibilin mo ang rate temporary, they call it a buy down, a regular buy down, basically yun na yun talaga. You're basically buying the rate up to 30-year terms na yan.
Okay, so let's say I know they're expensive,
They're
right?
pretty expensive.
Okay,
yeah.
like approximately 1%.
So bigyan kita ng example, no? As of now, depending kung ano yung pricing market rate.
So let's say yung bahay na binibili mo 700,000.
700,000, sabihin natin may rate kang 7% and you wanna buy down the rate to 6.5%, no?
Yeah.
As of
Sabihin
now,
natin 6%.
6%.
1%.
You're probably looking at maybe mga 15 to 14,000. So you're probably looking at maybe a 1.5% points or
1.5 pala.
Oo. Kasi again, those buy downs in permanent, that is actually based ko ano yung market pricing.
Okay, paano naman kung halimbawa nag-refinance ka kaagad in 1 year? Anong mangyayari dun sa...
Sa permanent buy-down.
Dun sa... I'm
15
sorry.
sa
Dun sa
14,000.
14,000 na binili
Walang
mo.
mangyayari doon, sayang.
Sayang, mawawala.
Sayang mawawala. As in, walay. Walang pinuntan. Kaya nga,
Sayang, di pala maganda
Yeah,
yun.
so I do not recommend
Permanent
ang
buy-down.
permanent buy-down because not unless you're gonna stick on your mortgage for the next 30 years, which I doubt it. Wala
Oo
pa ako
nga,
nakikita
at saka
kliyente.
sobrang mahal yun. Imagine,
mahal.
1% lang ang difference. Babayad ka ng ganun
Tsaka
kabahal.
hindi mo madadala yung matitiras.
Oo
kasi
nga.
sa permanent buy-down. So, the way to go talaga is 3-2-1 buy-down.
3-1 buy down is better kasi pwede mong magamit sa, principal reduction.
Pagkatapos na or hindi mo magamit, right?
Okay. Wow, I've learned something today. I'm glad
Madami.
that you're able to discuss, those, temporary buy down, permanent buy down. And again, katulad nga ng nasabi nila, di ba Alvin, sabi nila, marry the house.
Date the rate, divorce the rent.
There you go.
Totoo yan,
Divorce
totoo
your
yan, guys.
rent.
Totoo.
Kasi katulad nga sabi ko, di ba, mas mabilis mag-equity ang bahay
Tama yun.
kaysa mag-ipon. Alam ba ninyo na in 2022, the average appreciation last year, okay, even with, interest rate went up,
Going high.
quickly like that, is approximately 6%.
So, conservative pa yan.
Conservative pa
Grabe
yun,
yan.
di ba? So, I mean, where can you really, acquire that wealth na ganun kabilis?
And guys, don't be afraid about the down payment kasi meron tayong mga down payment assistance eh.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, ang kinakatakot siguro nila yung monthly payment.
Monthly payment, yeah, medyo. But this is where you come in that, hey, the only thing really that you need to do is get into it eh.
Yeah, oo nga.
Remember guys, there's no bad market, there's no good market as well. It's the now market.
Correct, oo nga.
Diba?
At saka hindi lang yun. Kasi at least, hindi na sila umuupa. Permanente na yung monthly payment na yun. At natatax write-off pa nila yung
Correct, may interest
property
na.
tax, yung mortgage interest na binabayad nila. Ang credit card at kotse, at saka student loan, hindi mo natatax write-off, diba?
And you wanna put it this way, if you're renting, kumbaga ba Ate Lisa, para ka na rin nagbabayad ng mortgage pero hindi lang talaga sa'yo eh.
Oo nga.
Sa may-ari
Oo
ng
nga,
bahay,
correct,
diba?
oo.
So,
At saka iba talaga yung may pundar, di ba?
Tsaka
Parang for savings, di ba?
and the other thing that I think yung nakakalimutan ng mga home buyers natin yan na hindi pa bumibili or planning to buy a home, na nakakalimutan lang ilagay sa equation, yung renta tumataas.
Oo nga, kasi nga yung inflation,
Oo,
correct. Oo nga. Iba talaga, at least ang mortgage, permanente na yan. At saka hindi lang yun, alam mo, napapansin ko rin, marami akong mga kakilala na, yes, magandang kita nila, pero hindi nila alam kung saan napupunta yung pera. Kasi kapag hawak mo yung pera, mainit sa kamay mo.
Pag nasa palad, mabilis yan.
Yeah, travel.
Oo, tsaka Amazon lang, dali ng app ng Amazon. Di ba?
Eating out, di ba?
Oo.
Gimmick dito, gimmick doon. I know,
Ganun
I
talaga.
mean,
No.
iba talaga yung may napupundar ka, di ba?
Tsaka-
It's a forced saving.
Correct. Tsaka
Ika.
guys, don't be afraid na regarding about your FICO score. Alvin, yung FICO score ko mababa. Naku, yung credit report ko, pangit. Let me look at it and let me
Give
the
you a
judge of
plan.
that. Give you an advice kung anong
Yeah,
pwede niyong
or
gawin.
plan.
Oo.
Or game plan.
Game plan, kung anong pwede niyong gawin. Kasi ang daming misconception about that. Alvin,
Oo
mag-aano muna
nga.
ako.
Natatakot sila tignan.
Oo, kaya mag-aano muna ako, credit evaluation muna ako. Guys, the only way talaga na makakatulong sa inyo
Is
to fix this
knowing.
is to knowing, number one, tsaka kayo din ang tutulong sa sarili
At
ninyo.
saka where to start, di
Where
ba?
to start.
And then worst case scenario, we do have like a credit company, reputable
Yeah.
credit company that we could refer
Yeah.
you.
And also, as a Supreme Lending, as a direct lending, we do rescoring for free.
Oh, okay. That's
Oo.
good to know.
So
okay.
we don't have to pay anything.
You could do like a credit analysis.
Yeah, I can give you, I call it the Wayfinder. We'll tell you what you need to do.
Wayfinder.
Wayfinder. Oo.
Okay.
Again, it's one thing talaga, guys, is just to know your situation kung nasaan kayo, and then you can work from there. Don't be
Yes,
afraid.
correct. Oo.
Kasi ang dami kong kliyente, ate, they thought dahil nasa 580, 600 FICO score lang sila,
Hindi
kala
sila
nila
magkakabahay.
Oo.
Correct, oo nga.
Wrong.
Yes,
Okay?
kaya nga dapat iba yung nagtatanong sila
Tanong
sa
muna.
professional.
Professional
Nakatulad namin.
Tulad namin,
Yes,
no?
correct.
Like I said, we know where to advise you kung anong dapat natin gawin, especially kung may mga question kayo regarding about
Yes,
those
oo
stuff
nga.
that we
So,
talked about.
anyway, Alvin, thank you so
Welcome.
much for the information.
Of course.
And of course, thank you for tuning in with us and to all our listeners and to all our viewers.
Yes.
If you have any
suggestion, any topics, or any comments at all that you guys want to send to us, just go ahead and send it to us.
Yes,
Any
and-
topic that you guys want to talk about.
Yes, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Correct.
And again, thank you for, tuning in to our Bahay Pinoy sa Tate.